Alright, I'm going to show you guys how to do a very basic motion tracking in Adobe After Effects CS5.5. So go ahead and open up Adobe After Effects. And then you're going to import the clip that you want to use to do the motion tracking. You can either go up to File, Import, and then select File right there. Or as you can see, it says you can do Option I to import, or the easiest way, which I use, is you just double click right in your media browser and then you can select the file. So we'll go ahead and grab that. Now the file shows up right here. You're gonna drag that to your viewer window right here, drop it, and it brings up your file and you can play it. So this clip that I've got right here, I want to trim it down. There's gonna be an orange that rolls down the ramp that I want, but I don't want to track anything until that shows up. So I'm going to wait for that. I think it's over here. And right there. So I am going to trim this clip down by grabbing right at the beginning there, dragging this all the way to the playhead, and then I'm going to grab the video and drag it back in the timeline, so that's where it starts. And then I only want to track that orange. Say we'll do something really short. We'll just go to right there. Maybe a little longer. We'll go to right there. So I'm going to drag the end back there. So that's our clip right there. You can see we'll play that through. Just like that. And then to track that, we're going to come down here to the bottom right of the window, this tracker dialog. If that should be there. If it's not, go ahead and go up to Window, and you can select Tracker right there. So the first thing you want to do is click Track Motion, and it brings up some options here. Motion source, that's going to be the clip that you're tracking, so it knows which video you want to track from. Here it's automatically selected, the only one we've got open. If you have more than one clip in your timeline, then you're going to want to click this arrow and select which one, but that's right. So that's going to bring up some boxes right here in the middle of your viewer window. You want to put this crosshair on a very contrasty area of the video of the part that you want to track. So very dark against a very bright area is really good. So I'm going to pick right, actually I'll pick right on the edge of the orange right there. And then this box here on the outside, if there's a lot of stuff in the area that the object that you want to track, you can drag that out, make it bigger, and it'll track it a little better. The bigger you make the box, the longer it's going to take to track. Here, it's not really going to make a huge difference since it's such a short thing, but if there were a really long clip that you want to track, it would take a long time. That's not too much of an issue here though, plus there's not a whole lot in the frame, so it won't make much of a difference. So that's a pretty safe size to put it at. Then you're going to come down here and right here, the Analyze Forward button, click that and it's going to track the image that you've selected, just like that. And you see it leaves a trail right here of keyframes. Occasionally it'll mess up one keyframe for some reason, who knows why, and maybe it's out here, and that's very easy to fix. You can just drag it back and make it look like it's supposed to be. I'll undo that, or you can just retrack it. That usually works as well. So we've got our track right there. So next thing you want to do, you want to create a new layer. So you want to come up to Layer here, New, and you want to come down to Null Object right there, and that's what we're going to apply this track to. So you're going to come back down to this tracker window and you want to click Edit Target, select Null 1, which is the only one available here, click OK, and then you're going to hit Apply, X and Y, OK. Now you have applied that track to this null layer. So that layer is your track right there. So now you have to import the object that you want to track to your video. I'm going to replace this orange with a soccer ball. So I'm going to come back up to my media browser, double click, and I'm going to import this picture of a ball. You want to make sure that the image you're importing is transparent, because you don't want a white background on top of your video. A PNG file supports transparency, so that's a pretty safe one to use. So there we go, we've got the ball in there. I'm going to drag the ball to the video. I'm going to actually come back to the beginning of the video. Drag the ball to the video, and then I can resize it. It's a new layer, as you can see down here. I'm going to resize it, that's a little big. So I'm going to bring that down, make it about that big. Drag it right over the orange like that, right where I want it to start. That works. So I'm going to I want to map that image that I just imported onto the tracking layer. So you can either come down here or parent it to it. So you pick the ball layer, and then you can click this arrow and select which layer you want to attach it to. Or so you're going to select the null layer, or you can just grab this little thing and you can drag it to whichever layer you want to attach it to. I'm going to select null. So now this is attached to that tracking sequence that we have. So I'm going to go ahead and play it, and there we go, we've got the ball rolling down there. Very short, but it works.